So about a year ago, the New York City Comptroller, after hearing numerous complaints from tenants about Nycha not making their repairs or making shoddy repairs, he submitted a survey to all Nycha residents and asked them what they would like him to audit concerning Nycha. Those tenants told him, "We want you to audit the repairs being made by Nycha." So that's what he did. And now he's back with the results of those surveys and what he proposes to do in order to bring some accountability to Nycha concerning the repairs being made. In short, he's proposing an app by which tenants themselves, after each and every job performed, can rate the performance of these vendors. And if those vendors do not get a satisfactory rating, they can be prevented from being paid for that work by Nycha. Not only that, but prevented from getting any additional work from Nycha as well. But enough of me saying it. Here's the Comptroller to tell you himself about his audit of Nycha and what he's proposing in regards to some accountability regarding repairs.
My office released an audit of the New York City Housing Authority, and this one's special because it came from residents themselves. We listened to over 1,000 residents. We created a Nycha resident audit committee, and they said, you know what we want you to audit is Nycha repair vendors. They show up to do a repair in our apartment, but the work never gets done. They still get paid. They get another job. No one ever even asked me whether it got done. My office released an audit of the New York City Housing Authority, and this one's special because it came from residents themselves. We listened to over 1,000 residents. We created a Nycha resident audit committee, and they said, you know what we want you to audit is Nycha repair vendors. They show up to do a repair in our apartment, but the work never gets done. They still get paid. They get another job. No one ever even asked me whether it got done. So we listened, we did this audit, and we found residents are right. 27% of the time we looked at work orders, there was no evidence that the work had been done, even though Nycha paid to do it. We surveyed residents and they're overwhelmingly dissatisfied with those Nycha vendors. There's not even a system for evaluating vendors who perform work under $50,000. So it's no surprise that crappy vendors get hired over and over again. Luckily, we're proposing a tool that works with residents to do something about it. The recommendation we're making is a Nycha vendor scorecard, a simple app like you have on your phone for Yelp or Uber, where you can simply say, all right, the work was done. Now I get to rate it. And you go in and you say here, okay, this is the vendor who did the work in my apartment, and I have the chance to review it. Here's the quality of the work. It was a 3, or it didn't get done well. It was a 1. Were they professional? And you do a simple rating of that vendor. You get to say whether the work was done before the vendor gets paid. And what's even better is it adds up to a vendor scorecard. So now everybody else who also has that vendor is rating them, and the app shows whether they're good or bad. And Nycha can use that to decide not just whether to pay them for the work they did in your apartment, but whether those folks get hired again. And we can shift from a system that is failing Nycha residents to one that listens to them, that delivers in their apartment, that spends taxpayer dollars wisely, and that provides the good conditions that Nycha residents and all New Yorkers deserve.
I'd say that's a step in the right direction in regards to some accountability.